It's time for a special episode of Happy Landings with your host, Jay Nowak.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So, today, it's April 27th, and I feel like that after all of this time that I've pretty much been spending with all this time that I've been making a podcast here, I feel like that maybe it'd be about time that I could probably go ahead and start talking about a few other things. And one thing that I feel like it should be addressed at the very moment is music. Yeah, I feel like I should probably go ahead and talk about that. It's basically something that I have on my mind every day. And it's not only because of, well, I'm pretty much kept in confined quarters, but it's also the fact that, well, there's some pretty bad music out there. Music like metal, country, hip-hop, rap, all that crap. And yeah, I kind of just made it rhyme intentionally. But that's only just the beginning of what I'd have to pretty much describe about all of this in full tone. So, let me just get some weight off my chest for now. Country, rap, and metal. Where do I pretty much begin here? Well, first of all, why does it even have to exist? I mean, there's really not a lot of consistency with how well it seems to go, and even worse is that it sometimes just radically changes in tone, and the fact is that, well, people are now claiming that it's the best music ever made. That's just what annoys me every single day. It's really something that pisses me off. People always claim that it's the best music ever, but that's just simply not true. That's the main reason why I happen to have a lot of things against it. Against the music in general. I mean, I will be fair, though, that I've got nothing against the people who make the music. I mean, I just hate the fact that they just decide to go ahead and, I guess, go with the flow and just make that kind of music. I mean, it'd be better off with them just making real music, like EDM or rock or synthwave or, I guess, singer-songwriter. I mean, there's hundreds of artists and bands out there that I really love, but none of which are like country artists like Zac Brown Band, Thomas Rhett, or Luke Bryan, or rappers out there like Shamar Woods, George LaTour Wallace. I mean, you may not know who their real names are for the most part, but I sure have. That's because I've done the research. And yes, I'm gonna go dive on into metal now. With bands like, well, Five Finger Death Punch or any of the like, that's really something that I feel like should be addressed. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things that I probably would go ahead and just talk about at this point, but there's really not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, I don't see much of a point to do so. The truth is that the fact that it's been around for a while now, I mean, country's been around since, well, the 19th century, and rap and metal have been around since the mid-90s. So, I mean, with all that being said, there's really a whole lot more to deal with this. Rock and roll and EDM, they're pretty much going to stick around forever, and I hope that they never leave. But the sad truth is that they're getting a little hard to come by. Just on iTunes, Google Play Music, any kind of platform that I technically use. So in this case, I feel like that this should be a little discretion to anyone out there who's really not going to have much of a choice as to what music they can get online or whatever, but in the moment that you pretty much want to hear everything that I'm talking about here, then, well, my honesty is that stay away from rap, metal, and country for life. End of story. So, I'm Jay Nowak, this is Happy Landings, and I guess I'll see you guys some other time. Check in tomorrow on the 28th. Goodbye, everybody.